Goldfish memory. Many people think goldfish have a memory span of only 3 seconds. This is not true. Goldfish can remember things for months. Scientists have trained goldfish to remember tasks like pushing a lever for food, and the goldfish remember this for a long time. So, next time you see a goldfish, remember it can remember you. Chameleons and color change. Chameleons are famous for changing color. Many believe they do this to blend into their surroundings. But that's not the main reason. Chameleons change color to communicate with other chameleons and to regulate their body temperature. For example, a chameleon might turn dark to absorb more heat or change colors to signal it's feeling stressed. Bats are blind. The saying blind as a bat is misleading. Bats are not blind. They have good vision, especially at night. They also use echolocation, which is like sonar, to find their way in the dark. This means they send out sounds and listen for the echoes to understand their surroundings. So bats are not blind. They just have extra tools to help them navigate. Cracking knuckles causes arthritis. Many people worry that cracking their knuckles will cause arthritis. However, studies have shown this is not true. The popping sound is caused by gas bubbles bursting in the joint fluid, not by any damage to the bones or joints. So while cracking knuckles might annoy those around you, it won't cause arthritis. Human blood is blue inside the body. Some think our blood is blue inside our bodies and only turns red when exposed to air. Blood is always red. Veins look blue because of how light penetrates the skin and reflects off the blood vessels. The blood itself, whether oxygen-rich or oxygen-poor, is always some shade of red. Different tongue taste zones. You've probably seen diagrams showing different parts of the tongue for different tastes. Sweet at the tip, bitter at the back. This is a myth. All taste buds can detect all tastes, whether sweet, sour, salty, bitter, or umami. The entire tongue works together to help you enjoy all the flavors of your food. Shaving thickens hair. Some believe that shaving makes hair grow back thicker and darker. This is not true. When you shave, you cut the hair at the surface, making the end blunt. This blunt end can make the hair feel thicker as it grows out, but the hair itself does not change in thickness or color. 5 senses. We often hear that humans have only 5 senses: sight, hearing, taste, smell, and touch. In reality, humans have more than 5 senses. For example, we can sense balance, knowing if we are upright, temperature, feeling hot or cold, and pain. These additional senses help us interact with the world in many different ways. Great Wall of China, visible from space. It's a common belief that the Great Wall of China is the only man-made object visible from space. This is not true. From low Earth orbit, many man-made objects, like cities and highways, are visible. The Great Wall is hard to see even with help because it blends in with the natural landscape. Vikings wore horned helmets. Many pictures show Vikings wearing horned helmets, but this is a myth. There is no historical evidence that Vikings wore such helmets. The idea of horned helmets came from 19th century operas and paintings, which wanted to make the Vikings look more dramatic and fearsome. Einstein and Math. There's a rumor that Albert Einstein failed math as a child. This is false. Einstein was very good at math from a young age. He taught himself algebra and geometry before he was 12 and was ahead of his classmates. He even had advanced skills in calculus during his teen years. Lightning never strikes the same place twice. The saying, lightning never strikes the same place twice, is not true. Lightning often strikes the same place multiple times, especially tall structures like skyscrapers or trees. Lightning is attracted to high points and can strike them again and again. The 5-second rule. The 5-second rule suggests that food dropped on the floor is safe to eat if picked up within 5 seconds. This is a myth. Bacteria can attach to food instantly. The longer food stays on the floor, the more bacteria it can collect, but there's no safe window. Toilet water swirls differently in hemispheres. Some people believe that water in toilets swirls in opposite directions in the northern and southern hemispheres due to the Coriolis effect. This is not true. The Coriolis effect affects large-scale phenomena like weather patterns, not the direction water drains in toilets. The swirl direction is determined by the toilet's design. Humans use only 10% of their brains. There's a myth that humans only use 10% of their brains. In reality, we use all parts of our brain. Different activities engage different areas, and brain imaging shows that even simple tasks involve much of the brain. So, we are using far more than just 10%. These explanations clarify some common misconceptions. The truth can often be more interesting than the myths.